Hello, my name's Jason and welcome to another very exciting episode of me painting. Today we've been challenged. The picture is up. The challenge is from Clive at Clive 5R, and there's going to be me and Brendan and Larry all doing the same picture, well, using the same reference picture. We'll all have our own ideas of what we want, and of course Clive as well. And if you want to check out any of their videos, then they're here. You can click on their faces or in the cards, or the video links are in the descriptions, and I'd recommend it. See what they're up to. I know I will be. But anyway, here's my picture that I've been given. I printed it out. I always do that. I print them out so I can have a look. Sometimes I laminate it so I can do colour checks and things, but not this time. This time I've done my own little colour studies using a bit of watercolour, and I drew these little boxes, little thumbnails, but they were much bigger than my thumbnail. And this grape as well, just in case I got a bit peckish. I've drawn that there so I could oh no, it's not real. And anyway, I did the little sketches just so I could practice different colours, and I was like, oh, shall I do a purple sky with a green bridge, or a grey bridge? This is my first one. Grey bridge with some purple, shadow underneath. I quite like that idea. I still like that idea. Do I use just blues? Do like a moonlight or something? Or could I do the bridge pink? I'm just going through loads of ideas in my head and getting them out onto the paper, and then I can choose. I can go, okay, well, I'm glad I didn't do that full painting because I don't like the colouring now. I've seen it small, but I do like this one, and I kind of feel like I want to use a lot of paint, like doing pasto, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for it. So we'll move that over there. It's just a piece of board with those taped to it. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. I'm having things falling down a lot recently. Not sure why. And let's have a look at what we've got here now. What we have is a sketch done by a fantastic artist. Actually, it was done by me. And I used a ruler and a white pencil, and I just sketched the bridge. I know I'm not going to be very accurate. I'm just going to go for it when I do the painting. But I wanted a good start for myself. And then what I can do then is I can look at the reference and look how the lighting's hitting it, and then just go for it. I think I'm talking too much. I might as well just do this painting. Oakley-dokley-dokley-doo. Let's go down to the palette. Palette of Wonder. And on the palette we have a ring of colours. I've got some white there, titanium white. I've got my big tubes all on the edge, so I can use them whenever, if I need more paint. I've got some impasto medium because I feel like painting a bit thicker, so I might use a bit of that. On this side, this is my bridge colour. I've got the burnt umber, yellow ochre, cadmium red. I had to think then. Some midnight black. No, it's ivory black, and French ultramarine, cerulean blue, and Viridean Green. So this is sky, water, shadows, anywhere we like. This is bridge, and we're going to cross them over. I mean, it's just the best way that I could think of doing it. So I'm going to get some of this in pastel medium. I hope this doesn't seem too complicated, because it isn't. I've made it sound like there's a lot to think about, but it's just putting paint on palette, isn't it? And then just going for it. That's what I think. That's what I think. So I'm going to go for the, oh, I like this blue. So just got a bit of titanium white and blue and impasto medium. And we can make a little blue sky, which we'll use some of this in the water as well. And get a bit more. Need more paint. Can't use a little bit of paint. I want lots of paint. Oops. That's better. Okay, so we just come straight up and I'm just going to put it on. Now in the actual painting, I mean in the picture, you can see trees above here, but then I want a little bit of the sky. I want to have a little bit of blue. So I'm changing it, and that's what we can do. We can change things as we like. I'm just going to put some bigger blobs of paint. I think I could do with more white out actually. Let's put some of them out. Just let it mix a bit. I don't want to be smoothing this one out. I want this one to be rough and ready. Bit of green in there. Bit of green, more green. Come on, that's better. Green, more, yeah. Bit of yellow ochre, yeah. That's what we like. I want to get rid of this hair. What I want to do now is I want to put in a little bit of this green colour above the bridge. Might put a bit of black in it actually. Green, black, blue, a bit darker that way. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? Needed darkening up a bit. Sometimes a bit of contrast is all it needs. A bit of light and dark, dark and light. Can get. I remember when I first started painting. Actually, it happens sometimes still. I'll do a picture and I'll be like, "What's going on? Why doesn't it look very good?" And it's because I've not really thought of the tone. The tone's important. Having just a dark painting is, well, it's too dark. Having all light, it's too light. You need both. You need light and dark and contrast. You need both. I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow ochre in some of these areas. It looks a little bit too boring. Okay, just sit back. Yeah, it needs to come off the page, off the canvas there. It just doesn't look right having it all on one line. Yeah, I prefer that. Oakley do. That'll do for that bit. Let's move this bluey greeny colour. We can use that later. Maybe. Let's move it out of the way. Because I want to start putting the bridge in. And what brush shall I use? I don't want to use a big brush because I might spoil it. There's a big chance of me spoiling it. So we'll use this one. I'll get some of this brown. I want some brown. And some yellow. Because remember, we're thinking of that colour study that we made with like a green background and then the yellowy, browny, reddy colour. So what's this like? This will be alright. This is my middle tone. It's almost the same colour as the burnt umber acrylic that I made a very thin layer of. If you was wondering, I forgot to mention it, I think. I just used a little bit of burnt umber just to tone the canvas, because I just, well, I don't really like using a white canvas, to be honest. It's too bright. I'm one of those people that walks down the street with his eyes like this because everything's too bright for him. I guess I prefer the dark. Yes, I like the dark side. Oh, I've got to get it in there. Well, we'll be going to the dark side of painting soon. My favourite time to paint. I mean, my favourite area to paint. I don't know anymore. So we're just putting in some dark. Every now and then I'm gonna do this. All I'm doing is picking up a bit of colour. Might get some of that. Let's get some of that impasto medium in there. And I'll just drag the brush across like this. Just dragging a bit of colour out. Thinking about the stone structure. Okay, and then I'm not going to do that bit. That bit can go like that. This is quite light, but behind it we can be quite dark. Thinking, like I was saying earlier, thinking contrast. Light and dark, the game that we play. Dark there, and there'll be a light area. Light and dark, always light and dark. Okay, you can fill this in here. Fill it in. Okay, that'll do. And now under the bridge, got to think about that as well. I was thinking a bluey colour for under the bridge. Do I feel like I can just go for it at this stage? Because I've done my colour check, so I know the colours will be alright. Should we just go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get some more white paint though. Just checking my camera. The camera setup's slightly different today. I'm trying a new setup. Only slightly different. I've got a different camera. So one of them was it started to struggle. I was getting this awful I think it's called moire where the colours separate, and I was like, why does it keep doing this to me? What have I done to it? But apparently the cheaper cameras, they do get it. But I've not had it before, so I don't know why it just started. Never mind. So I'm putting some yellow ochre on, and I'm just throwing it on the bridge. Just going across. Just going across like this. Tapping it and then just giving it a little, giving the colour a little tug across. I actually end up moving my whole body when I do this. My whole body's going like that. Okay, let's have a look. We could do with some of this in the water, couldn't we? Let's just pull some down into the water. Some of this brown. Some of this brown. So one thing to remember when you're doing, oh my, that's a bit bright. When you're doing water, things that are dark are usually lighter, and things that are lighter are usually darker in the reflection. Something to think about. I'm using downward motions, downward strokes. we'll see what happens as we get further on in this. So what I'm thinking now, let's use a bit of this yellowy colour. Let's get some white in it. This colour will do, I think. I'm going to do these lighter bits here. They're just too light. Not sure. Because we're going to have to kind of blend it in a bit. Let's just sit back, have a look. Don't know. Not sure really. We'll just carry on, and then if we want to change it, we can. Looks quite good. I think it looks alright. Let's put a little bit in the water as well. In the water. In the water, just pulling down. Okay. Get rid of that white line. Can see more on that one, so I'll leave that one a bit. Put some dark in on the other side. And then this last one. Put him in, and in the water. In the water. Gotta think about the size as well. Don't want to go too big. And that it needs a few. Let's get a bit of dark. Let's get a bit of tiny bit of red in this. Let's put in a few. Because we had red in our colour, didn't we? Let's get some of this red. Let's go a bit warm. Let's go crazy now. Let's put some red here. Right on that top. On this old bridge, a bit of red. I know it's not red in real life, it's just being creative. It's being creative. We can put that in the water as well. Okay. And then sort of have a look and go, a bit of red in there, a bit of red in there. Yeah, a bit there as well, a bit there. I'll brighten this thing up. A bit in these rocks, a bit in the water, a bit in here, a bit in the water again, a bit here, in the water. And then sit back, have a look. And now I'm thinking, yeah, it's not bad, not bad. I'm happy with that. Give it a light, bit of red, red and white. Get this nice pinky colour, and we can do the same. Nice bit of paint on there. We can just put in a few of these light spots on this bit. In the water as well. And here. In the water. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's looking more interesting. It's more what I want. Now I need to just move my brush over there, and I'm gonna put this dark in, and I'm thinking blue. That's what I did on my image. So let's put the blue in. Oh yes. Whew. That is strong, isn't it? That is strong. So I'll go straight across with the blue there. Yeah, that is strong. But it works in the watercolour. We'll carry on. We can always lighten it a bit if we think we need to. I want to do something different today. I don't want to just do what I see. I want to be creative. Put that blue in there. Oh, I quite like it now. At first it kind of shocked me. Shock to the system. I was like, oof, that's blue. Oof. Beginning to settle now. Okay. A bit more of the colour on that one. Okay, sit back. Quite like that actually. Might put a little bit of light in it. I'm not sure if it needs something to separate it a bit. Sort of a bit of green maybe. Sit back. Have a look. I quite like that. I'm alright with it. It's dramatic. Let's get some of this bluey green. I want to start putting some water in. And I want the water to be here. Just go across like this. And it goes up to there. And in here. About there. We're going to have a bank that's there. Some more water. So if the bank's there, and then you can't see that bit there. So let's just do that. And I'll go like that. Just sort of bring them bits together a bit. Sit back, have another look. That's not too bad. I think what we need, get a smaller brush. We need to think about the bank at the back. Let's get a bit of this dark colour. And just going to put some colour in there. And then some bit of green in there as well. Bit of green in the blue. to show that there is something back there, about there as well. Put a few bits of that in the water. Okay, sit back, have a look. I think we'll use this soft brush. Just go. Just go over that bit there, just to soften it a bit. Okay, and now what I could do with doing is a bit of this brown, and this smaller brush now, using a smaller brush. I want to make sure that this is looking right, just looking at the angle of it. And then it goes down like that. And then we've got the underside of the bridge. I want that to be dark as well. Going along there. Put in a few indications of bricks, stone, in that nice little pattern that they do around arches. Answers on the postcard. I can't remember what they call that kind of brickwork, but it looks good. Get a bit of the light colour as well, I think. Yeah, these challenges are good fun because it makes you, I don't know, I just feel like I need to challenge myself when I do a challenge. So it can make you do paintings better than normal or different to normal. And when you know other artists are doing a painting as well, you're like, yeah. So it makes you a little bit like, yeah, I want to do better, I want to do good, which is good, isn't it? That's why I wanted to get something like this going, was to challenge myself and then gives the videos a bit more, makes them a bit more fun, doesn't it? And then you get to see other people's work, which is beneficial to me. I really enjoy it. Okay, I'm just going to quickly put in an indication of what I've done there in the water, but not too much. Okay, sitting back, having a look. Okay, I just had a bit of a break. Okay, let's get a little bit of white in the reddish brush. I want to start brightening certain areas up, a bit too much than that. That's about it. That's better. And then again, I'm just going to drag out, looking at the angles, to start dragging out a few lighter spots on this. The light sort of shifts around there. Okay, and then a few on here as well. So let's just get some of them in. And a few on here. Just touching the brush, actually, just touching it. Wow, I'm back, and I forgot to put my microphone on, so you got a bit of audio from the camera there. And I'm just lightening areas up now on here. Lightening areas. Just so we can sparkle it a bit. In bits, a bit lighter. Sit back, have a look. We need some lighter bits in here as well, don't we? Put some light in the reflection. Here and there. Here and there. Yeah, a bit more light. I'm getting a bit of red. Make a nice pinky colour. We use that on the top. And that'll work out better. Yeah. Put a few of them in the brickwork as well. Okay, sit back, have a look. Put a bit down here, down there. Okay, let's start working on the water a bit. So yeah, some of this blue and white, quite a lot of colour. And we'll start putting in some strokes. Putting in some little strokes coming out like this. Using fairly flat strokes. I'm going to go in between the blue, the white, and I'm going to put a few in the reflection as well. A few of these blue strokes in there, just to make us aware it's water. But we know that. It's just to make it look more watery. Okay. I'm trying to be flat, because the water's not moving too much. Can grab some of that green as well. The Viridean Green on the brush. Put some of that in there. In the water. More colour. Every now and then I will give the water a bit of a movement, actually. Okay, sit back, have a look. Feels like it needs a bit more blue in there. Might have to get some more white, because we're using quite a lot of paint, because we're putting it on quite thick. But that's what we want. I want it to be quite thick. And then get some more of this. Just grab some of the pure blue and put some of that in there as well. And as you drag it, it will pick up some of the white. That way you get sort of different shades. Okay, sit back, have a look. Stealing a bit of white from there. I want a bit of white in the water there as well. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put a few little water lines in just to I think I put one in the wrong place there. Let's get some more blue in there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's looking like it's on water, isn't it? Let's put in some strokes down here. Okay, that's alright. Get some paint in there. Pick up some big chunk of paint. Because I'd get a few of the blue ones in there as well. Okay, sit back, have a look. I need some more white. What I think I might do, I want to create some, I'm going to put a few rocks on, because there's a few rocks in the actual picture, but I also want to create some lighter spots now. Some light there. Let's see the light. Go into like this area. Yeah, I like that. I can have a bit here as well. Just sit back. Yeah. And then what I need to do is grab some green. I need to put in a bit of colour there and then a few rocks. Just going to give the water a bit of movement there. Yeah, that's better. Going to grab some black. I'm not going to bother cleaning the brush. Just go into some black. Put some sort of rocks here. Okay. Get some brown in with this white, and I'll just blob in a few highlights, and I'll create some sort of shapes. So a little bit of a bank, and put a couple of rocks in the water as well. Not that many, just put a couple. That'll do. Just gonna wipe this brush with a paper towel. Not a paper towel, sorry. With a wet wipe. just wiping the brush with a wet wipe. Grab some of this white and blue, and then I can put it under them rocks. Just sit back, have a look. Okay, now what I kind of want to do, I'm going to start introducing some of this blue that I've been using it into the stone. So it needs to be in the colder areas, so on this area. It'd be good to have a bit of blue there and there, in those bits. And even here. Okay, sit back, have a look. And working out what I want to change. I think I'm going to get a bit of this red and blue. Get some of this colour, sort of a bit of a purpley tint to it. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks alright. It's coming on, I think. If that would work. A little bit of the purpley blue on this side. Just to say that this might not be quite as cold there. Maybe. Just sort of blend it out a bit. Okay, sitting back, having another look. Seeing what I want to change. I think I need a bit of a dark area. It's on the actual picture of the there's dark underneath. Like that. Like that. Straighten up a bit. Let's just grab my brush. And there we go. Needs to be more like that. Yeah, and then under this one to get that one in as well. And that one back here. It's a bit straighter than that. And that's also should be a little bit lighter in the water there. Okay. Well, what I want to do, I think, like I said, I want to get a bit more of this. I want to get some of this green in there as well. If few of these rocks. Just to kind of, it brings the whole picture together. So I'm using the same colours over and over in the same areas. A bit of this yellow ochre light in here, this rock there. Give it a bit of colour. It looks too separate, you see, from the rest. A bit of the brown as well. Okay. Okay, I need. You gotta do this. Sit back and go. What do I need to change? What do I need to add? It just makes it a little bit easier for you. Well, easier for me. I need a bit of light here and here. And here. Bit of light underneath as well. Okay. And a little bit there as well. Yeah, so I need a bit more light on this one, I think. And then that one down there. There and there. Okay, sitting back, having a look. I think for this painting, or this bit of an impression really of a bridge, I think I'm about there. I can't think of anything that I would want to do. Lightening a few areas maybe. Other than that, I think we're about done. And yeah, don't forget there's a few other paintings of bridges that other artists have done, and different ways of painting, different styles, but they're all interesting. It's all learning, isn't it, for us? We can learn off each other, which is what I like. I always learning all the time off other artists. And from myself, when I do a painting, every time I do a painting I'm learning a bit more. And I think we will say thanks very much for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you at another painting. And yeah, don't forget, check out the other videos and the channels. The channels are in the description below. The videos are in the cards for the collabs. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.